Hi, I'm Lucas, co-founder at Veloris Capital. Today I want to introduce something simple that a lot of people ask us about, our weekly newsletter. It is called the Pit Lane Briefing, and it is free. It lands in your inbox every Sunday. The name comes from Formula One. The pit lane is where a race team checks the car, makes small adjustments, and sets the plan for the next part of the race. Each Sunday, we do the same kind of review with the portfolio. Here is what a real issue looks like. On screen is a recent email. Near the top, you can see our portfolio allocation panel. It shows our current mode and how much of the portfolio is invested in stocks versus cash. Below that sit the week's performance numbers. In about 2 minutes, you learn how we are positioned, how we performed, and what we are watching next. It is a calm read that keeps you informed without watching the market all day. Every issue follows the same simple layout, so it is quick to scan. It opens with our F1 dashboard. That is what you see on screen now, live on our homepage. The race car sits next to a portfolio allocation panel. The panel gives one clear reading, our current mode, marked accelerating, cruising, or braking, and the share of the portfolio invested in stocks. The rest sits in cash. Lower exposure means we are more defensive. That figure is not a guess. Every night, our system recalculates more than 20 risk indicators across markets and sets our equity exposure for the next day. The dashboard simply shows the result in one number. The newsletter then gives you the week in numbers. That is how the AlphaWizzard strategy performed this week, this month, and year to date, next to the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. You also get a short, plain recap of what moved markets, links to every article we published, and a preview of what we are watching next week. When you first subscribe, you do not jump straight into the weekly emails. You start with a short welcome series we call the Strategy Briefing. It is 7 short emails sent over about 3 weeks. Each one explains a single part of how we work in plain language. You learn how we narrow thousands of stocks down to a focused portfolio. You learn why we manage risk the way we do, and how costs affect your long-term results. Across the series, you meet our 3 pillars in plain terms: stock universe, then optimizer, then risk overlay. The idea is institutional discipline meets accessible investing. We want a serious, data-driven process to be easy to follow, even without a finance background. That way, nothing feels like a black box. You understand each step before the weekly emails begin, so the Sunday numbers make sense from day one. After the series ends, you simply move into the regular Sunday briefing. You stay in charge of how much you hear from us. Inside your email preferences, there are 2 simple switches. The first is the weekly pit lane briefing, the Sunday summary we just walked through. It already links to every article from that week, so one email keeps you current. The second switch is instant article notifications. Turn that on to get an email the moment we publish anything new, including deep dives, insight articles, and our weekly and monthly reports, so you can keep it light with one calm email each Sunday, or get everything the moment it lands. Signing up uses double opt-in. You enter your email, then confirm it by clicking a link we send. Nobody can sign you up without that step. Every email also includes a link to manage your choices or to unsubscribe with one click. There is no charge, and we do not send spam. So that is the pit lane briefing. One calm email each Sunday, or every post the moment it lands. You stay in control of what reaches your inbox. You can subscribe from the sign-up box on our homepage, and it stays free either way. Veloris Capital is a popular investor on eToro. If you choose to copy, eToro technically replicates our trades proportionally into your own account, which you control at all times. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you in your inbox this Sunday. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Your capital is at risk.